Hi YouTube, it's Mr. Burp, and I have a battle against Kayamet at Purple Search. Yeah, it was a nice battle. Let's just watch it. So I have a battle against Kimbo, and he leads off with a Breloom, and I leave it off with my Uxie, and I'm like, crap, I can't trick him because he's holding Poison Orb probably. So I U-turn out, and I switch into my Registeel because yeah, he can be put asleep. Yeah, sleep talk, so it doesn't matter that he's asleep because yeah, I'm gonna switch him out again, and the Breloom can't put anything to sleep of my team because of the sleep class. And I switch back into my Uxie, and he sets up a sub, so it's a great prediction of his part. And I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do? And I'm gonna U-turn out, and I'm gonna switch into my Mens because it has a Fire Blast, and that will break the sub. So I switch into my Mens, and he's going for the Seed Bomb, and that's gonna do like nothing to Mens because it's a beast. Um, so he gets a Poison Heal, which kind of sucks for me, and he's tightening his focus, and I go for Fire Blast, and yeah, that breaks his because it's super effective, and it does like a ton load of damage. And he goes for the Focus Punch, uh, and I actually thought that it would do less to me, but yeah, it does do a lot. So that's kind of sucks for me. And I go for the Fire Blast again, and he switches out into a Chansey. And I get a miss, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So I go for the Break, and watch very closely. So this video is at 150% speed, and still look at how slow the health of the Chansey goes down. And all the time I was thinking like, oh my god, just die, please, 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 just die. And yeah, it's super effective, and the chance he does die, and that's great for me. The life orb, yeah, get me some damage, and he's switching his own mens. And I know I'm max speed, so yeah, I was going for the Draco Meteor also. But yeah, he was first, so yeah, that kind of blows for me. And his mens takes out my mens. And I decided to switch into my Tyranitar and go for the Stone Edge. And he predicted that very well, and he switches into his Tangrowth. Um, so yeah, he takes the Stone Edge, and he does actually a decent amount of damage, considering that Tangrowth is like a tank, I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, and I decided to switch out because yeah, I don't want to lose my Tyranitar this soon. So I switch out into my Uxie. Just yeah, to scarf him, to switch in my choice scarf, and he went for the lead seat, but he misses. So yeah, he gets the leftovers recoveries, and I go for the trick, and he switches into his Registeel. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's also great. A scarfed Registeel, I can't do much. So yeah, I get the leftovers recoveries for now, and I'm gonna set up the rocks, and he's gonna do the same thing. So we both get up our stealth rocks, and now we both have to switch because, oh no, he has to switch because he's locked into a stealth rock, and that sucks for him. And he switches into his mens again, and I'm gonna U-turn out. I think, yes, I'm pretty sure I went for U-turn, and I'm gonna switch into my Tyranitar just to get off the Stone Edge, and hopefully kill his mens. So the mens take some stealth rock damage. I switch in my Tyranitar. I also take stealth rock damage, but he does way less because yeah, I resisted and he's weak to it. And he goes for the earthquake, and I'm hoping I can survive an earthquake. Uh, I was pretty sure in the beginning, but when I looked my health going down like that, I was like, oh no, oh no. But I survive, and I go for the Stone Edge, and that's gonna take out immense because yeah, Tyranitar is just a killer beast with tons of attacks, so that's great. Tyranitar takes out Mance, and he switches into, oh, I'm sorry for that, and he switches into his Registeel. And I was like, yeah, let's switch to Starmie because he can do some neutral damage with Surf. And he goes for Thunder Wave. So I was like, yeah, well, he has to switch, so I'm gonna switch as well and go into my Uxie, and if I don't like what I see, I can U-turn out. And I switch into my Uxie, but actually he stays in, and he goes for the Thunder Wave again. So yeah, it's a good play from his part. So I was thinking he was gonna Thunder Wave again, so I decided to stay in and go for the U-turn, I think. Yeah, I decided to stay in and he go for the U-turn, and it's actually a good prediction from my part because he went for the U-turn again. So I switched into my Rhyperior, and I think he was fearing the earthquake, so he decides to switch into his Tangrowth. But I went for the Fire Punch, expecting that he would switch into one of his grass types. So that was a great prediction for me. And even if he wouldn't have switched, it would still be great because yeah, Steel is weak to fire, as you all know. So I take out the Tangrowth, and he switches into his Breloom, and I know he's gonna. Oh, he sets up the sub first, which actually isn't that good of play because I'm looking to Fire Punch, and he should know that my Fire Punch is gonna break his sub. So yeah, now he just got less hit points than before, and he goes for a Seed Bomb, and I didn't think it was gonna knock out Rhyperior, but yeah, it did more than I expected. I survived with like 13 hit points, and I go with Fire Punch, and it takes out the Breloom, and yeah, that's great for me. So he switches back into his Registeel, and yeah, I thought I was gonna take out Registeel as well, but he goes for the Ice Punch, and he seems to be faster. Oh yeah, I scarfed him. That was kind of stupid for me. So he's faster, used Ice Punch, and I go into Starmie, and he knows that he can do a lot against Starmie, so he switches into a Scizor, and I went for the Surf, yeah, just to get some neutral damage, and yeah, I do more than half, so I know it's gonna be a 2-hit KO. And yeah, I was pretty sure he was going for the Bullet Punch because it's a priority move. But yeah, I can survive one. And I go for the Surf again, and that's gonna take out this Caesar. So now the only thing he's got left is a Registeel. And I'm pretty sure that I can beat that. I have all three other Pokemon left, so yeah, there's not much he can do really. So he goes into his Registeel, and I go for the Surf to get some damage off, and he decides to finish in style, and he goes for the explosion. So yeah, he does take out my Starmie, but yeah, Registeel goes down as well, and I win. Yeah, it was a good game. When I saw the Breloom at first, I was like, oh no, there's nothing I can do against him. But then I realized I have like two grass counters, so yeah, that was great for me. Good game, rate, comment, and subscribe. See you.